Hey guys, Jennifer Lee.
Nashonjennifer.
And this is another episode of Married to the Lead. In this episode, we're going to speak to you guys about babies.
We love the kids.
So if you watch our other videos, they're basically about love, marriage, and now babies.
Baby in the baby carriage.
So, as you guys all know, once we got married, we moved to California.
Immediately.
I was 5 months pregnant when we moved. So I was 3 months pregnant when we got married. It wasn't at a wedlock. We were already planning a wedding. But, things happen when they happen. Yeah. I think it was because we were trying to act wild and do some crazy thing. And God and the universe was like, sit your butts down and go have this baby and create this family.
Oh, should we tell them? You give them the backstory because we're like, what
are you
talking about?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know that before we actually moved to California, before we got pregnant, we were planning that after we got married, we were going to be vagabonds of the world. We were just going to travel around, just be backpackers and travel from country to country, just be teachers in these small communities and towns as we pass through.
Yeah. And basically these third world countries in a sense. We were gonna join it was like a foundation where they sit there and they actually place you with certain jobs, certain gigs so you can make money. And we're gonna do that because we wanted to enjoy the world. But God was like,
sit
no,
down.
You're not.
When I say sit down, I mean
no,
sit down.
Go have this kid and go live your ass in California. So that was our plan B. So I know everybody was super sad about us moving to California, but we would have been in the Philippines or Dominican Republic or somewhere in the world. And there goes the baby in the baby carriage. So we're gonna be somewhere in the world, and our plan B was California, and we made it. We made it here. So we drove across country.
While she was 5
While I was 5 months pregnant. I think we kind of lied to mostly everyone.
Oh yeah,
but
we dropped the bomb to most people actually during our wedding reception. A lot of people didn't know that, one, we were having a baby, and two, that we were actually planning on moving.
Yeah, but we lied about the travels, right? We were driving. We did drive. We did not stop at a hotel, motel, no Holiday Inns. None of that. We slept in our car.
Yeah, I took a nap. You took a
nap. For 2.5 days.
Yeah.
And
kept it pushing.
Yeah, we just kept going. My mom was super stressed about it, but we had to lie to her because if not, she was gonna keep stressing.
They were like, "Where you guys?" Yeah, we checked into the Holiday Inn. Yeah, we're in the room right now.
Yeah.
Mind you, we're still either driving or we're at a rest stop for about 30 minutes, about to hit the road again.
Yep, we didn't shower for 2 days.
Yeah, we did brush our teeth though.
We did brush our teeth.
That's about it.
Yeah. I don't know if I did. I think you brushed your teeth. I don't think I really brushed my teeth.
Well, I couldn't drive in that car without brushing my teeth. I'm sorry.
But we made it. I was 5 months pregnant, so once we made it out here, we were actually looking for we were trying to have the baby at home. So we were looking for a birthing center at home, supernatural, almost
definitely
swimming with the
dolphins.
dolphins.
For natural birth.
Yes, we are.
If you can do it, just look into it. Just research that's all we
So even if you can't have a home birth because of different complications, try to have a natural one. Even if you hire a doula, they are great. Doulas are great.
Shout out to all the midwives and doulas out there. Thank you guys for doing great work.
Shout out to our doula,
yes.
Keisha. We just love her. And she was there for both boys. So as you guys probably don't know, when we had Knox, we were planning to have a home birth. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. I did have to get transferred to the hospital. And we were still planning on trying to have a natural birth, but that didn't happen either. If you guys know Knox, if you ever met Knox, you would understand why. So I ended up having an emergency C-section because he was doing the most in my belly and the cord got wrapped around his neck, and not once but twice. So therefore, we ended up having to get a C-section. It was cool. I hate the C-section part, but I was just happy that he was here and he was safe, you know?
Yeah, it was a scary situation for me, though,
yeah.
when they came and took you, because they just came in the room like SWAT.
Well, because everything started beeping. It was like things were beeping, and then all of a sudden they all came in and they rushed me out. I was already on epidural, so they already had me set in a sense. I was already on epidural, so they didn't have to prep me or anything. So from the time they took me out of the room to the time that I got to the operation room, it was like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So Knox was out in 3 minutes. Nashon wasn't able to be there by my side, which it sucked. But at the same time, I'm like, well, at least the baby's here safe, because even at one point when they took Knox out, Knox wasn't crying, and you know, that freaks anybody out. Like I was kind of freaked out. And they were like, oh, we might have to take him to the NICU. And I'm like, excuse me?
And then, you know, Knox, he's like, no, you're not. Bring me to my mama.
Exactly. They were like, oh, never mind. He's healthy. He is crying. He continues to cry.
To this day, but it's okay. He's a healthy kid. That's all I care about.
Yes. So then we had Knox. We went home. We did a lot of things on our own. And we did have a midwife, so our midwife actually came to see us, after we had Knox. So that was nice, but we were out here by ourselves in a sense. We did have like a few friends here and there. Nashon stayed with me for, I think, a week or two, and then he had to go back to work.
And that was very hard for me.
If anybody knows,
to be with my family.
Yeah, and if anybody knows about a C-section, like,
it's tough.
That shit hurts.
Because you were a trooper through that.
That between that and then my boobs, oh my God, it just hurts. So much pain. But I mean, I think I'm gonna do another video to go into more detail about the actual births. But in this situation, we want to speak about more of the parenting, and I guess not to leave out Cree. With Cree, we ended up having a home water birth. So that was amazing. We were able to have that, and from both births, you could just tell the kid that they are.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just like, it is what it is, But our home birth was amazing, and I would advocate for anyone that could go ahead and do it.
And then for all the dads or soon-to-be dads out there, even guys are just thinking about having a child. There's nothing more amazing and powerful than being a part of your child's birth, and then also witnessing your counterpart give birth after seeing, just not even the first time. I gained a whole new profound respect for women and my wife.
Yeah.
But then having to see like her go through it again, and just like the maturity from the first one and how she brought it into the second birth, and then like she knows her body and just the whole process. It was just amazing. Well, because he also was making fun of me because in between contractions I would have like full conversations with people. Or when I was having a contraction, I'll be like, ooh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. And it was like,
you're like, yeah, babe, can you give me something? Ooh, wow, mm-hmm, yep, mm-hmm, okay, yeah. So can you grab me those chips off the table? I'm like, what is going on? But like, you can see the difference between somebody who's gone through the journey before, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Even like the journey through the first time, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So yeah, but I mean, it had, being parents, it has changed our lives. Having kids, it has changed our lives. For anything, you can't shower by yourself. You have to lock the doors these days.
You can't brush your teeth by yourself.
No.
You can't drink a cup of water by yourself.
Without a little bit of spit in it.
You can't blink by yourself because you come over there and flapping with your eyelids.
You can't sleep past a certain time. So it's like a lot of different things that has changed, and sometimes even to the point like sometimes we get annoyed with each other because they're being annoying. So it's kind of like, bro, like, you're like, yeah. Like recently, it's funny they say now help me, because recently we were traveling from New York back to California, and I'm there with the kids, and Nashon, he's annoyed with me because I told him to chill with Knox because because he kind of...
Apparently, she told me to stop because I was making the situation worse. So I said, okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to stop
So
now.
he stopped, no, but he stopped completely, so he was trying not to help me. And I'm just looking at him.
I was not trying not to help. I was not helping. I'm sorry.
Oh, try.
I'm sorry. It is
Even
what
worse.
it is. I'm just being honest, though. You know, this
Boy named Sean was like this on the plane.
Headphones on and everything. She's like, she asked me, so you're not going to help? I said, oh, now you want my help? You just told me I was making
But it's like one of those things.
It's just one of those things where, you know, you just got to gain control of your emotions and whatnot. And how you feeling
like it ain't your fault, it ain't my fault.
Yeah.
But at the moment, sometimes it feels like it is your fault or my fault. And it's just like, you know, too many different emotions going on at once. And it's like, we try to deal with it. Sometimes you go to your corner, I go, Nishan's corner is the kitchen. I just sit on the couch.
Everybody knows me, know what the kitchen about.
You know what the kitchen is about. Asia, you know what the kitchen is about. And you know.
See, look, you understand.
I'm just talking about
I know.
the game,
I know.
taboo or whatever.
That's funny.
What's it called? But in general, you know, kids can make your life so frustrating. You know, you're out at a restaurant sometimes, especially they're small, they're toddlers, so they don't understand to just chill sometimes.
They're just being them natural kid selves.
And it's like, sometimes, even when we went out to eat for my birthday, and I think we broke like 2 plates, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, sorry to the restaurant owners, you know? Sorry for us parents. I want to apologize to our neighbor downstairs. That poor lady, and if you guys have dealt with this, we live in an apartment, so, you know, the kids run around and stuff, and sometimes they might be a little too loud, but girl, it's not even 10 o'clock, so relax.
Yeah, we put you on blast.
But, you know, she'll start banging with the broom. And she's done it a few times. And especially during this pandemic. Like, she knows these kids are home. Like, the other day, Knox was doing a class. And the teacher was like, oh, jump like an elephant. Stomp like an elephant. Jump like a kangaroo. And he was doing it. And we were, like, hyping him up. Homegirl downstairs was banging. And we were like, girl.
Yeah, so myself, I had enough
Relax.
of it personally, so I gave a good old Kirk Franklin stomp on the floor. I'm like,
yeah,
hey,
that
man.
day was just crazy. That day I was like annoyed with the kids, annoyed with it. I'm like, why would you make the situation worse?
I was just frustrated. I'm like, I'll come upstairs, please.
Sometimes, you know, and it's funny because some of my cousins say this, their husbands are like their other child, their older child in a sense.
I don't care. I'm into it. Whatever.
So it's like, it's just so funny to like actually think about it because it is true. It is true. Like, Nishan is like a big kid in a sense.
Very big kid.
And he could be mad playful, but at the same time, if he's serious and he's about to whoop some ass, I even sit my ass down. I'd be like, yes, sir. I'd be like, guys, let's sit down.
Everybody knows me.
Because he's playful, but
I just like to be chill. Everybody.
Yeah.
Don't give people these wrong impressions.
I'd be like, guys, let's sit down because daddy's about to whoop everybody's ass. I might get the end of that belt. But you know, kids totally change your lives. And sometimes I feel like people can't even deal with it. You know, whether you're married or you're not, like you can't deal with the situation of a kid making the situation worse sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Because you grew up one way, I grew up a different way. So it's like, you know, we're both trying to put the way we both grew up into these children or this child. And
you know, also trying to raise our children the best way that we also see fit.
Yeah, exactly. Know? And like we look up to a lot of parents that are, you know, our aunts, our uncles, that they've raised kids, our parents themselves. So we try to take bits and pieces from everyone. Sure. And I think it has helped a lot. A lot of times, you know, we don't want to ask for advice, but sometimes you do.
Yeah, you know, the saying goes,
you do and you should.
It takes a village, and it's true. You know,
you
should never really have to go it alone. It's great to, you know, figure out your family core foundation, but it's also great to get help from other people as well.
Like sometimes just sharing a story with someone, it's like, just tell us that story because that might help me. Yeah. You know? Like, for example, Knox, not about the quarter, when he put the thing, Too many stories
there's
about Knox.
so many situations.
So Knox put a craft eye in his nose, and he went. So the joint was like stuck up here, and like, yeah, we're speaking about you, buddy. And then so I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Freaking out. I remember my sister-in-law said, my nephew did something like that. You know, hit up Google real quick. Google that joint. All I did was blow in his mouth, cover one nostril, and the thing came out. And it was like, that moment, it was like we were like freaked out. Because it's like, at that moment, we're both trying to put our heads together. So I'm like, hold him down. Let me hold his nose. Let me blow in his mouth. All these different things. And it's just, I mean, being a parent is scary. You know, it's just so many emotions. It's really like a roller coaster.
It really is, though.
But then we always, like for us, we always try to find a way of like just having that moment to ourselves. Whether it's like movie night, or whether it's just us having a conversation while the kids are here watching their YouTube, you know, videos and stuff.
You know, we'll do our little dance and listen to our little music.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
and
watch
sometimes
our
the
shows
kids,
while the kids are watching their
yeah,
shows.
and sometimes the kids even join in. During this pandemic, we haven't had any like date nights or anything like that. I think also when we had baby number 2, we didn't really have too many date nights. But for some of you guys know that we are moving, we do have a bigger support system where we're moving to, so it's gonna be great.
You might catch us out on a date night. You want to say hi?
Knox, say hi.
So you were just talking about us.
Say hi. Say hi, I'm Knox. No. So you know, we're gonna have a bigger support system, so we're gonna have more date nights. I'm already planning like our 5th year anniversary, which is in May. And then some other date nights that we're already planning. And so thank y'all for already volunteering, and we're not even there.
For holding it down already.
Yep. You don't want, that's it, you're done?
You want to say bye? Say peace.
Say peace to the people.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, Knox. See you later. Bye-bye.
So with that being said, we just want to always share our love with you guys. And
thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes. This is our final video. We might put out a bonus video, depending how Nashon feels about it. Because, you know, had to force this one out of him.
I'm Krabby Patty. What can I say?
So we hope you guys enjoy. Let us know if you guys want to see more, want to hear more. We do have more stories, more things that we are going to share eventually. But for this series of Married with the Lees, this is actually the last episode. And like I said, we might release a little bonus one, like a fun, something a little more fun, you know.
If you want it, you gotta let us know if you want it.
Let us know. We're gonna see what Instagram thinks as well, to see Instagram and Facebook. You know, we gotta hit up our Facebook. Like my mom, she got Facebook and stuff. You know, my parents and stuff. So gotta hit up Facebook.
Pasebo, no.
So with that being said, remember to subscribe,
like,
comment, and just follow us, or follow me, follow Nashon. I have everybody's link down below. And peace.
Love y'all.